Materials for the tabernacle. And I'll relate this on a per person basis because it's not much when we start dealing with it on a per person basis. There are a few things that we're bringing for the tabernacle. One of the things is part of a wave offering. They ask everyone, if you want to contribute to the tabernacle, there were of gold, there were 87,730 shekels. That is 1,122 grams, or 2,204.89 pounds of gold, or in other words, they're saying it is 32,154.66 troy ounces. Now, the reason I did that and breaking it all the way down, because assuming that only the warrior men were providing this gold, and they're not, it's for everyone, but assuming that we just had it from 603,550 fighting men, that's 1.653 grams per warrior man. Basically, one 14-karat wedding ring per warrior man would do it easy. Not a problem. So are the men going to be providing this? I think the women are going to be taking off earrings and brooches and rings, necklaces, things like that, and donating it. The gold is going to come in without a problem. We're going to have too much. The value of that is $1.622 billion in our current valuation of gold. Silver. People cannot do silver for the tabernacle from a wave offering. This is only for warrior men. But warrior men are those who are of the age, even if they don't actually ever fight. They're required to pay, say crossover, they have to pay a half a shekel per year. You know, that's a requirement. And that's not much. Now, the amount of silver here is 301,775 shekels. That's 3,440,235 grams, or 7,584 pounds. So it's a lot of silver. But it's only 5.7 grams per each warrior man, and that is less than 20% of a troy ounce of silver. It's approximately $3.50 per man in today's valuation, per man. Now, since you're looking at something that's actually 0.18 troy ounces, a pre-1964 quarter has that amount of silver in it. Now, it's only 90%, and there'd be some smelting down to do it. I'm sure the same thing's going to happen from the gold, where they get rid of the other metals and only keep what's pure. I only figured out if we do it this way with a 14 carat, that's the amount of gold that would actually, we're looking for the amount of gold in it. And that will take care of it easy. So if you had a pre-1964 quarter, each man going over, real simple, but each man has to do it. So in my particular family, certainly for myself, my oldest son Adam would certainly have to do that. Alex, he is of the age, but I don't think he is a warrior man. I don't think he has the ability to yet, so I don't think he would have to do it, but of course I'd have it just in case for him. Now, that is, the amount of silver is only worth $2 million. So drastically different from $1.6 billion for the gold. Now, the interesting thing comes here for the bronze. Now, almost all of our translations say bronze, but I think it's copper. Let's go with the weight of it first. It's 212,400 shekels, or in equivalency, 360 grams, or 5,338 pounds. Again, if you're just getting it from the warrior men, and the bronze or copper is a wave offering for anybody. The silver is a collection for the warrior men. The gold and bronze or copper is from anybody. That's only 4 grams per person if we're talking about it from a warrior man. So each penny prior to 1982 is 2.5 grams of copper. So if you have 2 old pennies, you've got it taken care of. So it's not a huge amount when you start talking the size of the of the group, and of course it's it's going to be harder than that. So grab a couple pennies. Now the next question, the pennies are obviously copper. So the word for bronze is nekosheth, and it actually can relate to either bronze or copper. But again, the majority of what bronze is copper. So you would think, okay, well, I would think bronze. And almost all of our Bible translations say that. There is a clue there, and that is the word burnished bronze. Now we know burnished bronze is a brown. Okay? So I looked up the word burnished, and it's galal. It could be either burnished or polished. Well, that creates an issue. But we are answered that in Ezekiel 1:7, because it says their feet gleamed like burnished bronze. Now, burnished bronze, or copper, because burnished could be polished bronze as well, and burnished bronze does not gleam. Copper gleams. Now, bright bronze gleams as well. So again, we are still kind of stuck with the same situation. However, copper has a higher value content and is a higher grade of metal than bronze, and therefore I believe this would actually be copper. So I would think if you're doing it, take 2 old pennies with you. They can melt it down, and again, we would all love to have a ton of things in here. But silver, a warrior man is not allowed to do more than 0.18 troy ounces. That's all they're allowed to do. They can't do less, they can't do more. But bronze and gold, you can do more, but there's so many of us. Again, they're going to have to shut us down. Now, the other materials there are we need linen, and we'll have to actually make those curtains for the tabernacle. We're going to need red linen, and we're going to need purple linen, or red or scarlet actually, and purple and blue. And those are our colors. Now again, the issue is, do we put that on a white background? That's a real question in life, and I can't answer that. It looks to me like we probably put it on a white background. So bringing spools of linen, a great thing to do, so you can provide something for the tabernacle. And everybody wants to provide something for the tabernacle. That way you can also tell your children, hey, I provided something there, and your grandchildren. It's an amazing thing. Now again, all these things have to be made. Now one of the things you would think is, okay, I can go ahead and buy some hook or something like that, because these are certain things that have to be made. But they have to be engraved. And so there's only somebody there who can do it. So, in Jerusalem right now, they had this huge menorah that's solid gold. It's basically sized right, but it wasn't on the Exodus. So it's fine. It's just not coming with us. We'll have to make it new. Somebody will be qualified by the Creator of the universe to do the artwork on it, and they'll do it. And they'll design how the curtains are made, and people will do it. Again, you're talking about 2.5 million people, and everybody wants a part of this. So that stuff, like I said, on the curtains, that's going to go together quickly. Even though it's basically line by line, it will not take that long with that many people. It's going to go incredibly fast. I can imagine just people holding, each person has a little string as they move back and moving it as somebody's actually threading it through. I think that's going to go fast as can be to run that material. Again, we'll find out as we go. The other materials that are donated for the tabernacle are goat hair. So get some goat hair wool. They sell it all over the place, I'm sure, and have that ready to go, because that's for the outside of the covering of the curtains will be goat hair. Some ram skins. So let's look for some ram skins, dyed red. And then this porpoise or manatee, I can't imagine that would be able to be provided until we're on there, because doing something like killing one of those animals right now would be illegal. And that may be the very same thing for the ram skins. You provide it there because we have the rams at that point in time. We're all there. We'll slice those rams up in a second. We'll go out and get either the manatee or the dolphin or whatever it is, or the badge, whatever it is for the outer covering, we'll get it. We'll slice it through. The other thing we have the onyx stones. We have the tribes for each tribe's breastplate stone. Those are things that will actually be provided, and that is in Exodus 35. But it's more than just that. We also have the oil that's going to be provided, the spices, the fragrant incense. So these are the things that are provided. And again, an amazing thing if you're able to provide something more than the average. And again, I would almost think that as you come up to say, here's some gold I want to put for the temple, they'll say, okay, one per person because everybody wants to get this. But